I'm Abby, and I'm a student at Goldfarb School of Nursing at Barnes Jewish College. I want to go into pediatric oncology. I love kids. I've worked with kids all my life. It's awesome being able to work with them, and kids in particular, they're very resilient, and that's why, even though it's terrible knowing what they're going through, like oncology, they're gonna bounce back, and you can make it not scary for them. It can really change the way they feel about a hospital. I never thought I was going to be a nurse. I was dead set on being an interior designer up until some events happened in my life that made me change my mind. In May of 2012, my grandma was diagnosed with cholangiocarcinoma. And then in July of that same year, my mom was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. So all of that happening, having to be the caretaker and go from Kansas City and stay home, and then also juggle school, sports, and studying and all of that, it really taught me how to be more compassionate and see a different side of the medical field, the more compassionate side, the more being there for the patient instead of just doing the procedures. You're gonna remember the nurse that sat down with you, that spoke to you and your family, looked you in the eye, held your hand, and that's the kind of nurse that I know I'm gonna be. I love all the different people that I've been able to meet. Even though we can't do much yet with clinicals, we're not their nurses, but any way we can help out, the patients notice that. There was a patient who had just gotten diagnosed with lung cancer, and she wanted me to go down with her to get set up for all her radiation she was going to be getting, and just have the oncologist come and talk to her. And she was really nervous, and her husband was with her, and I was just going to let them go, and he's like, no, I want you to come with us. And I was like, okay, I'd love to come for you. And I was there, and he sat down and he held my hand, and he's like, thank you for doing this, thank you for being here with us. It's just kind of being there with them, knowing that her life is about to get turned upside down with this diagnosis. And sometimes all you have to do is just be there. Scholarships are important to nursing students because having one less thing to worry about is awesome. You can focus on studying more. You can focus on the things that matter because you know that part of it's getting taken care of. It's not just for me. I know somebody else is trying to help me out, and I just want to make them proud. I didn't know I had the scholarship until probably 2 weeks before I started. I was ecstatic. I thought it was a joke. I was like, Dad, can you make sure that's the right address on here? Because I don't know what I did. He's like, well, Abby, you're smart. And I was like, sweet, I'll take it. Let's do it. Let's start. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to focus more on the things that need to be focused on when in nursing school, because having that burden off means a lot. I want to make my scholarship donor proud by being the kind of nurse that he would want for his family. Thank you for believing in me.